this bitch talk. She gonna lie, bro.
I don't care, bro. I'm milking it, gang. Bro, I gotta milk it,
Say my
bro.
truth and share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened to me. First and foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of, and I have to own up to them. To my ex, I'm so sorry for hurting you, and I'm sorry that I did not take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did.
I'm getting mad already. I'm already getting mad.
But our relationship was not picture perfect as it may seem. I lost myself in our relationship, and I was in a very dark place at the time when I did what I did. I have to own up to what I did, and I have to take accountability for my actions. And in doing that, I've come to realize that I need help for myself and for all my loved ones around me. I know I've done wrong.
Ben said he would take her back. Mods ban him. Yo, mods ban him, bro. Fucking me, you would take her back. You know, I just knew. I said this last stream, bro. I knew I knew a couple people that would take her back.
Fucked up, and I'm taking time away to seek professional help in order to correct my mistakes, reflect on what I've done, and become a better person. But I would still like to come on here to share my story because regardless,
He said, "Yo, make her bigger. We're not trying to see you. W apology. I take her back. Easy paps, bro. Ben, lock in, bro.
done wrong, and
Hey,
I
hey,
did not have to
hey,
go down
hey,
that route.
Yo, shut up. This is
Yeah,
my
it is
reaction.
easy
This isn't
paps.
yours.
It is easy.
It's my
paps. It is
reaction,
easy
bro. Shut
paps.
up.
Your stream, it is easy paps, bro. Look, stream. This is what I do. Stream.
Regret it.
Pussy,
But
get fucking
there's more to
deafened.
my story, and there's a lot of lies and misinformation being spread about me in order to farm more hate and negativity towards my name, and I would like to clear up a lot of things. First, I want to address the note that was released online. I did not have any involvement in creating it or writing it in any way. It was only shared to me. And I also want to make this very clear. I did not have any sexual intercourse with anybody outside of my relationship. There was a rumor going around that I was cheating my entire relationship, and I've been doing this for months, which is completely false because this is only a recent incident that had occurred. I'm not trying to make anything I've done sound any better, but I think it's important that I share my truth because of the insane amount of lies that are being spread about me on the internet. Firstly, I want to clear up that I wasn't disowned by anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother.
Rest of the desk, okay. I'm gonna go to sleep. Before you go to sleep, good night, 9K. We'll talk in the morning. Together we'll make it through this. Okay, I love you. Good night. Okay.
This was a fallacious rumor that was started by someone that I thought was a friend and is completely untrue. My family does not agree with the choices that I made, but they're standing beside me as I continue to get help and work to better myself. I also want to talk about a stream that my ex was on where he alleged that I did not want to publicly claim him and I wanted to hide our relationship from the internet. But in reality, in the first year of us being together, we actually had a popular couple page. And the real reason on why I wanted to go private was because at the time, I had a lot of people actively telling me to leave him because it was toxic. I also want to make it clear that any cousin or stepbrother or any content like that we made together was his idea and he convinced me to do it. The next thing I want to address.
Alright, hold on. Hey, yo, hold on. Alright. Let me undeafen. Yeah, what we thinking, bro? Y'all think she lying through her? You think she lying her dick off, or she lying like fuck?
Is a very serious topic.
I think she is lying to her.
It is my belief that suicide in any form should be taken serious and never lightly. While I understand
in GTA RP, yo, in GTA RP,
the streaming business and the need to say crazy things in order to get clicks and impressions, the thought that somebody's personal struggle with suicide can be used by anybody for jokes and views is disgusting and cruel. While I've been off the net, it was brought to my attention that the streamer Snowcone made up a false rumor that I admitted myself into a suicide facility in order to get attention from my ex. I was involuntarily admitted into a suicide facility because I was considered a threat to myself. It was a terrible experience and one I would never wish on myself or anybody else. I want to say to Snow Cone that while I understand I'm not perfect and I've done wrong, regardless of the mistakes that a person makes, that doesn't give you or anybody else the right to belittle, lie, and create false allegations about somebody's mental health. Throughout all of this, you've lied and made up rumors about me in order to hate farm me and get attention. Even though you don't care, I want to let you know that the rumors you created have garnered me more death threats and have made my mental battle that much harder. And that hurts from someone I considered a close friend. Me and my ex were involved in a toxic and abusive relationship.
Yes, yes, I agree with you. That is weird as fuck. Yo, let me talk, bro. Like, you watching me for the reaction. If you wanna watch the video, go watch the video. If you wanna watch my reaction, just stay here for the reaction. It's a reaction, not just play the video and just me watching it. Like, I'm trying to clip farm, bro. I'm trying to get this clip on TikTok again. Come on, bro. All right. Yawn. Hey, suck my dick. Suck it. Suck it. Suck it. Suck it. Suck it. I don't like the fact that she's, blaming the relationship and she cheating. First of all, cheating is not cool. And then second of all, cheating with your cousin is even less cool. Like that shit is just weird. I'm not sending you death threats and I'm not saying that your relationship was perfect. Why would you have to cheat with your cousin? I'm not saying that. It's like, I feel like if you trying to fight back with the relationship already being fucked up, I don't think is the most wisest idea you could have at the moment. Like, I don't think.
When I was in love with him, I was blind to the harmful behavior and abuse that was going on. Our relationship was built on unhealthy emotional attachment, and I stayed because it was all that I knew. He was my first boyfriend, he was my first everything, and I met him when I was 18, just graduated high school, and he was 21. There's two sides to every story, and our relationship was unhealthy on both ends. And since he's decided to bring my wrongdoings onto the internet, I believe it is only fair that I bring attention to the things that he has done to me, because my ex was never a saint like he paints himself out to be. We had a lot of arguments throughout our relationship, which was normal, but what wasn't normal was the verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected me to. He put me through a lot in the past 2.5 years of us being together.
I don't like this victimizing shit though.
He even forced himself on me at one point. My ex dealt with a lot of anger issues, and he would often use me as an outlet. For example, he would punch things, he would rip wires in the heat of conflicts. He would yell at me when I cried, and he would gaslit me until I believed I was the problem. There were 2 or 3 times where my ex would approach me unprovoked and put me in a chokehold against the wall, and I would tell him to stop because I was scared, and he wouldn't. The next thing I'm about to say are serious allegations that I know men often get falsely accused of, but at the end of the day, all I can do is come on here, tell my truth, tell my story, whether you want to believe it or not. There was a time where me and my ex would drink.
Yes, she's trying to take the heat off herself. Yeah, for the most part, she's lying. I feel like she's trying to flip it onto him that, that on someone oh my god, oh my god, she fucked her cousin. He sexually assaulted me. Oh my gosh, she lying. That was a cameraman. All right, bro. I'm not can I time you out, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, you're on timed out. I don't time you out. I don't time you out.
Drinking, and he forced himself onto me, and it hurt, and I cried, and I begged him to stop, but he never did.
Wait, all right, wait. What?
And I cried, and there was a time where me and my ex were drinking, and he forced himself onto me, and it hurt, and I cried, and I begged him to stop, but he never did. At the time of my essay, he was very rough on me, which resulted in me getting a cut on my insides. Luckily, I was able to take video footage of the blood on the scene and a graphic photo of the damage that resulted.
No, you're not. No, you gotta show proof, gang. Like, you're just saying this and you got no proof. It makes me not want to believe this shit. Like, I'm not saying I want to see the proof, but like, you're just putting accusations on somebody that's gonna have to deal with it, and you have no proof. Like, but she isn't gonna post it on Twitter either. She isn't gonna post it on anywhere. The proof isn't gonna be shown. Like now, now you gotta understand though. Like, you know, like, if it is true, then he's fucked up. But if it's not, gang, Kenneth now is just gonna have to go through a whole lot without even proof to like she's just accusing him without proof. Not like, that's just gonna fuck Kenneth up more, gang. He already got cheated on, and now he's getting accused of SA. Now, if it's true, then, you know, I would never know. And I'm not gonna defend. I'm not defending either. There's two sides of a story. I'm not gonna defend either. I don't care. I'm just watching this. But it's crazy, bro, because like, oh. Oh.
Bond with my ex, which made it hard for me to leave and left me in a cycle of half-hearted apologies that I continue to accept. This was a memory of mine that was heavily repressed because I didn't know how to process it at the time, and I was very oblivious to what a healthy relationship was supposed to look like. After 1 year of mental torment and trying to get my ex to change, to no avail, I left. I don't appreciate insisting that I was freeloading off of him when everything he ever did was his choice. And I don't believe a relationship should just be reduced to a list of expenses either. Monetary value does not disregard toxic behaviors. After all of these gestures, I took my ex back in February of 2025. And in March of that year, after leaving him from the airport, I was set into a spiral of losing myself and wanting to seek therapy. Here's the video I recorded after leaving my ex.
Like, I just don't know what I'm doing anymore, but like, I feel like I'm losing my mind, bro. And like, I just need to listen and get help from other people in my life, or maybe therapy. Like,
Is she in McDonald's?
I think like
I don't know.
a lot of stuff that's been going on, like, in my life, like, I need to stop pretending that I'm sorry, this is so like non-descriptive, but I just kind of want to pour everything out because I'm at a breaking point in my life right now. But it's not your problem at all. At all. But, yeah, I need help in that sense. I need to listen and grow up and do better.
At the end of the day, I chose to stay in this relationship and I made my mistakes. I regret everything I did and I wish I could take it all back. I never wanted to hurt anybody and I understand how badly I messed up. The only thing I can do from now is take the time to better myself and to heal. The next and final thing I would like to discuss is my mental health. Throughout everything that has happened, I have come to terms with the fact that I suffer with depression. It's a battle that I've been unknowingly fighting for the past 2 years. I was in denial and blamed it on a lot of other things in my life without fully understanding myself. Mental health is so stigmatized to where a lot of people, including me, do not get the help that they need when they need it, and it can often lead to self-destruction. Throughout the past few weeks, I've attempted to take my life multiple times, and the only reason I'm here right now is because I failed. During this fight, I stopped eating, I stopped sleeping, and I struggled to take care of my well-being. I felt helpless, and every day I would struggle with finding a reason to continue to live. I often felt like the world would be a better place without me. The suicide facility that I was admitted to was an abrasive environment that only made me regress more. In my time there, I met a lot of people that were in worse positions than me, and I learned a lot about the unfair and inhumane treatment that these people receive. And from my experience there and my own personal journey, I've been very motivated to advocate for better resources and more attention given to these people to assist them in getting the proper help that they need. I understand that my actions have consequences. I remind you guys that I am still a human being, and I don't think anyone deserves the immense cyberbullying and the non-stop death threats that I've received in the past few days. I do believe that bringing all of this to the internet in the way my ex did was completely wrong and invasive. It felt like a breach in our privacy. I know a lot of people don't believe I deserve the platform that I have and don't think I should come back to the internet at all. I understand. What I did is undoable, it's terrible, and I can't tell you enough how much I regret it. However, I do want to come back. I do want to be able to use my platform to raise awareness for mental health, because I know there's a lot of people out there who are just like me, who are struggling and they don't even know it. I will be back to streaming, and I will be back to doing what I love, because at the end of the day, I want to use my platform to help people. And I do believe after I get stronger and I get help, I can do that. To my community and to all my supporters, I'm
15,
so
that's
sorry
crazy.
I let you guys down. I'm so sorry I disappointed you guys. And if you are still here to support me, thank you. If not, that's okay. In my relationship and in the past 2.5 years of my life.